Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing lava lamp nails. Now, I have been tagged in this video so many times. It is by MXS Nails. They did these nails that look like lava lamps and they look so cool. She took her inspiration from Claire Wood nail artist, who also has done a bunch of cool lava lamp nails, and I will leave both of them down below in case you want to check out the original inspirations. But today, this is what we're going to do. I have some fun ideas for just some different colored ones and stuff like that. And this is probably one of the most requested nail designs at this point, so let's get to it. They both did acrylic, but I think I'm going to first try with polygel. All right, so let's put on some tips. These are just the Russian stiletto ones from Nail Couture. Okay, and then also these easy coffin tips. They're basically like the same, so it's just whatever fits. Okay, so let's just pretend it's not like 6 hours later and get back to it. So we have the tips on. Let's just buff these out really quick so that our base gel will stick to it. You don't necessarily have to do the top right here as much. It's the edges you want to mainly get. And then if you just want to smooth the tip into your natural nail or your protective base gel, in my case. Hopefully everything should be a little better. I finally got a monitor set up again. My last monitor like stopped working, and so I was just trying to know if I was in focus by looking at my viewfinder, and obviously that was not going well. So hopefully it should be better because I got a monitor again. Alrighty, so now I'm just gonna grab my base coat, and I'm only going to put that on just this nail right now because base coat stays sticky and we don't want the rest of my nails grabbing a bunch of dog hair while we work on this lava lamp nail. But if you don't have 4 dogs and animal hair everywhere, by all means put the base coat on all at once. So I'm gonna cure that now. Ooh. So I'm just gonna show you guys what lamp I'm using really quick. So this is the Kira Sky one, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Obviously it works great like as a lamp, but with my nails this long, it almost doesn't fit all the way in, and as you can hear, it keeps beeping, which I don't love. I don't like that it beeps every single time I put my hand in and out. That might be great if you're an actual nail tech taking clients and you know if like someone's not curing for long enough or when it's time. That might be great for you, but as for like someone that's just doing this, not great. So if you hear the beeping, I'm gonna try to cut it out. That's what the beeping is. But I am going to just push that back so that you guys cannot see that and it will not be in the way. All right, so for our like actual lava lamp bottle color, we're gonna go with this like white silver. Because I feel like when I think of a lava lamp, for some reason I think silver. Do you guys think silver? I don't know. So because the people that I saw do it did it with acrylic, they did have to like sort of do it really quickly and like cut the acrylic with some sort of blade or sharp edge. But I'm hoping that I don't really have to do that much with this polygel because that just scares me. I know it's totally fine, like it won't even touch my actual nail, but just putting like a blade there and being like to take off stuff just is scary to me. I need to look at the picture again. My face ID doesn't recognize me like this. I was worried that I was doing the white up too far, but nope. I think it's supposed to go pretty much up until you can't really see your natural nail anymore. Since it is partially clear, you don't want like a bunch of like real nail poking through. It'll make it look a little weird. Okay, so honestly that took way longer than I anticipated. So wow, okay. Like I messed with that forever, which is probably good. You know, unless you're like real good at acrylic, probably would not be best for you to use it for this because unless you like know what you're doing. Because like if you don't know what you're doing with acrylic, like it's over. I mean, like, do I kind of know what I'm doing with acrylic? Like kind of, but like I wouldn't say enough to make a lava lamp. Like damn. Okay, let's just cure that. So now that we have the bottom, I am going to file this to make sure that it is like a lot more refined, but I'm gonna just do the little top bit before we do that. Top bit should be easiest in theory, right? This is not a good angle. I feel like I look like a mess compared to earlier, but I got cold for one because I got rained on, which is why my face is melted off. Okay, you know what? This is already coming together. Cool, cool. Okay, cure that really quick. Okay, question. So would this beeping bug you, or is it just bugging me because I'm filming? Let me know. Like, it could just be me. A lot of things are just me. Y'all are getting Night Emily, which can get kind of weird, so I apologize in advance. Okay, so first I'm going to rub off the sticky layer of the Polygel and the base coat so that when I file it, a bunch of dust doesn't get stuck to it and makes it look really clean. All right, and then I'm gonna take a file. I'm gonna use this white one just in case any residue does come off on here, that it'll stay white basically. And I'm just going to use the finer grit side for this because we're not trying to like take down a bunch of length. Okay, and then we're going to wipe off again. Okay, wow, I'm actually really pleased with where this is going. So next we're going to take the first color. You'll never be able to guess what it is. That's right, it's pink. This is a jelly color. Oh, damn, it is. Just kidding. We're gonna take our first color, purple, and I'm actually just going to squeeze like a little bit on a little palette before I put it on my nail because I kind of feel like I don't wanna just squeeze all of this. This needs like a lot more precision. So we're gonna just start with something like that. Kind of just like squish it down. Right? Hold up, which way would it be going? I guess it could go up or down, right? Does that look right? Okay, hold up, I have to check theirs again. Okay, I was doing it right. It's fine. But I do want to like squish. You want it to be almost like a teardrop drip. I mean, it's actually not bad. Just put a tiny little bit there. I think I got it, I think. Not me looking at theirs every 2 seconds, but that's what we're doing. We're recreating it. It's okay if you constantly have to look at it. You know, it'll be cool. You know what I should get? I think I don't know why I say I think. I know I have glow in the dark ones, so we'll have to do one of those as well because I think I'm sticking with Polygel today. Like, I think I'm gonna be able to do it with Polygel, so I should stick with that because otherwise it's probably not gonna be pretty. Like, do y'all really want to see me mess with acrylic like this? You don't. It actually looks pretty good so far. Okay, I'm gonna cure it. All right, and then I'm gonna try to make like the world's smallest dots of Polygel. Can I get an award for this? Please, I would love a world's smallest dot of Polygel award. Does that look right? You're so delusional. Now watch me take control. I've been running from myself like I'm somebody else. Kinda left me alone. All the love is gone. Okay, I actually think that looks pretty good, so let's cure this so I don't mess it up. All right, so I know that they were doing clear, but for me, when I look at lava lamps, I usually see like some sort of colored liquid, even if the liquid isn't actually colored. It's just like reflecting whatever color the blobs are. What are lava lamps made of? I don't know. So what I was wanting to do was try a glitter jelly polygel for the rest of it. I actually think this one's gonna be a bit too dark, so I'm going to mix that one with some clear, and for this I'm just going to put it over this part. I don't want to get it over that white. Yeah, I just want to sort of thin out this one even just a little bit more because like I still want the color and some of the glitter. That's better, much better. Let's see how this looks. Hopefully this looks good. If not, I can just wipe it off and put clear. It to you. Okay, does this look bumpy or does it look like a lava lamp? Here's what it looks like close up. I'm just going to cure it, clear cap it, and just hope that it turns out fine. Okay, I'm gonna turn my face cam off because obviously I'm just a mess right now and you guys don't even need to look at me. And this way I can zoom you in a bit more. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a clear coat now because that structure was like not good. It would break for sure. And Makart's clear is really, really clear. It's the clearest polygel I've ever used. So I'm hoping that it'll look just fine in this and work well. Okay, that is much better. So we'll cure this and then we will move on to the other nails. Okay, so to be honest, I'm really impatient and I want to file it now and see how it's gonna look. That way we can improve the next nails. Because, you know, honestly, if we just do them all before we put top coat or file them on, how are we gonna improve? How are we gonna do it, huh? Yeah, exactly. So, I'm gonna use my Makart file today. So I do my dog's nails with a e-file and he hates it. And so he always gets concerned like I'm hurting myself and goes and gets my husband whenever I file my nails. little more alcohol wipe. This looks promising. Hello, we very close up now. My crusty looking fingers. Let's go in with our Kira Sky top coat and Moment of Truth. Okay, let's go. Well, I mean, you know what? Kinda. Okay, you know what? Actually, I think it looks pretty good. Like, if maybe the purple was a bit darker, it would look better, but I think that's pretty good for a first try. Honestly, I think it looks better from underneath because the purple's just darker. Let's do the rest of my crusty nails. Okay, so let's just repeat the basic steps of the sort of container for the lava lamp. First, I'm just going to start off with a nice base coat on my nail. Perfect. I'm gonna try this white from eNail Couture this time because this one is also sort of like a pearlescent, but I think it's a little bit more silvery than this white one is anyway. I think so. Well, I mean, it does look pretty similar. No, you know what? This one definitely looks a little bit more silver, in my opinion. It's still pretty white though. Not really much of a difference. That's okay. Alrighty, now we'll just do the little tip. That's all, should be all we need. I'm sort of just going quickly through this because you just saw me do it. So then a quick cleanup of this edge. So what I did is I pulled out these two polygels. These are from SXC, from their glow in the dark one. And so I got this bright orange because I think that will look good, like super, super neon. So let's put a little dab there. Then I also got this super, super bright yellow. I think these will look like nice colors together. I did end up bending like the tip when I did that. Oopsie. I want to go in with this yellow first. So by their technique, what they did was they put a dot like so, and they would smush it down. And they'd sort of make it into like a teardrop shape. So I need more polygel, but I'm going to cure this because this looks good as is. And then add it a bit more. I think that technique probably works better than just trying to like sculpt it out all at once. Does that look okay? I think it's okay. Next, I'm gonna just take like one more, do like a tiny little itty bitty dot of this. Why was I gonna say purple? Okay. Yellow. Wow. Okay. I really want to work with this orange shade, so let's do it. Listen, I don't know how they were making it seem like there was so much room to do this in those videos that I showed you guys, the Inspo videos. Like, they seriously made it seem like, oh, it's like no big deal, just put a couple dots on and make it and it's fine. But like, wow, this is a lot more precise than I thought it was going to be. It's about also a little harder when I can't have my head like, I don't know, 3 centimeters away from my nail to see it, but we'll work with it. And now we just do a couple little itty bitty dots. Okay, I think that looks good, so I'm gonna put it in there. Let me show you guys just how much these are glowing, like in the light. I can't wait to see in the dark. All right, so now that we've done this, let's just put it clear over this. So I'm already thinking this one's going to turn out better than the last one. I think the clear is the way to go for it, as much as I would love to add in that like jelly polygel or glitter. I just think that like it doesn't come across as well if everything else is in there. I think we might give it another shot, but with like a much darker base. Okay, so more hope for this one. Look at how clear that clear is. Wow. Let's do some other ones. Okay, so for this one, I want to do a black, I keep saying base, but I mean like container. Yeah, I guess it is a base instead of the silver white. All right, so for the dark one, I'm going to use this one from the Ever Rouge kit. I really didn't love this one, to be honest, like this kit, but it's honestly coming in really, really handy. I feel like I keep reaching for it literally all the time because it has colors that I always need. I don't know, I just like, if you're gonna do nail art or like a bunch of different combos of stuff, I think it's a really good kit to get. Isn't this like dark pearly color so pretty? It's like so much prettier in person even. I think it has like the smallest flecks of hollow in it. So I can see some colors reflecting. Can you see it? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm gonna cure this. I literally almost just grabbed this monomer instead of rubbing alcohol to wipe my nail off. That would have been so terrible for my nose and for David's nose. Ah, okay, so, oh no. Oh no. Okay, so if you're filing too much, that could happen. So let's fix that. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna just put rubbing alcohol over that. Luckily, the tip is not what should be giving your nails much strength. It should just be like the guide for everything. So what I'm gonna do is just grab some glue again. That's right, our handy glue. And I'm just going to glue it back into place like so. All right, crisis averted, but let's not test our luck, shall we? All right, so for this one, we're gonna do red, sort of stick to like a dark theme. Wow, so bright. I'm gonna try to attempt. All right, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I'm gonna attempt to do a heart like they did because that looked so cool. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Okay, you know what? I don't think a heart-shaped one is happening. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna make this one long. Okay, so honestly, this one's looking a little bit more like blood than lava lamp, but we're gonna just go with it. I'm gonna stick it to you. So this red is glowing in the light, so I almost think it's glow in the dark as well. I don't remember this being glow in the dark. Maybe it just does that under the light. I don't know. Okay, so I've gone and finished most except for this one. And for this one, we're going to be using some color changing polygel. Okay, yep, it's gonna be like that. So I guess we won't get to see the color until it gets warm, I think. I think it's cold in here. Yeah, 63 degrees. Hi, so for some reason, I thought that these were color changing and not glow in the dark, but these ones are also glow in the dark. So you kind of hear me talking about like, I hope they change color. I'm dumb. That's it. So gotta warm it up before we see the better color. So I'm just going to squeeze a tiny bit of this one out right there and see if this one's light as well. Or is it purple? Let's see, it is light as well. Okay, got it. All right, got way too much rubbing alcohol on that one. That's fine, it's fine, everything's fine. It is so late. Okay, there goes that one color. I'm gonna make a couple little circles now. I think I should probably do a bigger one down here. I can't wait to see this one when it's warm though. I hope it looks cool, because otherwise it's just gonna be like really lame. Just like with all this white. There we go. Now let's clear cap this. All right, let's get to filing. Now time to put on the top coat, hoping this looks good. Ooh, looking really clear. Look at how clear that polygel is. It looks so good. Okay, I'm just gonna do the rest really quick. You probably already heard me because I know I'm gonna just put in a little tidbit, but I am so dumb. This one was also glow in the dark. It was not color changing, so that's a my bad, for sure. And then I'm also going to do clear underneath as well, because that will also help the clear just stay nice and not get like foggy or anything like that. Okay, you know what? These actually look pretty good. I'm gonna just grab one of my cuticle oil sticks. I think I want blueberry today. Alright, so here's the finished product. Mine definitely don't look as good as the originals, but I think they're actually really cool. It's a really easy design. Let's go see what these look like in glow in the dark and outside. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to give this video a like. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!
Like to